Children, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at home. Children, today we are going to see English workbook. Okay, children, we'll go to the lesson. Today we are going to see lesson 4, the prodigal son. Lesson 4, the prodigal son. Before going into the lesson, see children, in the last workbook YouTube class, I asked you to write this as a homework, but only 4 to 5 children have sent. Really, I felt very bad, children, because ICC is not easy. See, you have to write, when you go to the higher classes and all, they'll be asking questions, you have to write on your own. That time what you will do? See, I told only few sentences, only 4 sentences. By using this rhyming words, you have to make 4 sentences, but only few children have written and sent it to me. Children, don't do like that hereafter. When I give homework, you have to do it. So those who have not written this one, you can copy down from this. Okay, children? Yes. Now we'll go into the lesson 4, the prodigal son. Match the people with the names of professions. Professions means what, children? Work. Okay? A person who writes for a newspaper, pays out money in a bank, stitches clothes, sells sweets and pastries, mends taps and pipes, writes books, attends to sick people, acts in plays and films, digs up old historical sites. Okay, see, you have to match with the professions. The first one is writes for a newspaper. Who will write for what do we call the people, children? The person, we call it as journalist. We call the person as a journalist. So we have to mark 1 here. The second one, a person who pays out money in a bank. A person who pays out money in a bank. So the person who pays out money in a bank means who will come, children? Can you have any guess? Cashier. What will come, children? Cashier. Number 3, stitches. A person who stitches clothes. How we call them, children? We call it them as tailor. Isn't it, children? 3, tailor. And the fourth one, sells sweets and pastries. Yes, a person who sells sweets and pastries, we call it as what, children? Confectioner. We call it them as confectioner. And the fifth one, a person who mends taps and pipes. We call it them as plumber. Isn't it, children? Yes, plumber. And the sixth one, a person who writes books. Who writes books, we call it them as what, children? Author. And the seventh one, attends to sick people. A person who attends to sick people, we call it them as nurse. And the eighth one, a person who acts in plays and films, we call them as actor. And the last one, a person who digs up old historical sites, we call it them as archaeologist. We call it them as archaeologist. Okay, children? Yes. Now we'll pass on to the B1. Use the clues to complete the crossword. Hint, all the words are from the story. From the story means what, children? We learned the prodigal son story, isn't it, children? So what are the words we are going to use here? That words are from the story. Lesson 4, prodigal son. Okay, children? See, across means what? This is called across. Down means this one. Okay, children? So first one, at ease. At ease means what, children? Comfortable. So you all should use in capital letter, no small letters, children. C-O-M-F-O-R-T-A-B-L-E. Comfortable. Okay, children? And the fourth one, to hug someone. To hug someone, fourth one, where it is, children? Here. To hug someone means embarrass. Embarrass. Okay, children? Okay. To hug someone means embarrass. Okay. And now we are going to see the down one. Enjoying a day to show its importance. Enjoying a day means what, children? Celebrate. Celebrate. C-E-L-E-B-R-A-T-E. T-E. See, one is given. So, one downwards means this one. One across means this side. Okay, children. Now, two. To pardon. To pardon means what, children? Two is given here. Down means here. Forgive. To pardon means what, children? Forgive. Okay. And the third one, to bring back someone or something. To bring back someone or something means here what will come, children? Fetch. What will come? Fetch. F-E-T-C-H. Fetch. Children will see the C1. Use a dictionary to find two meanings for each of these words. So, see here, fair, lie, tear, bow, match. So, 5 words are given. We have to find two meanings. We have to write. If you have dictionary, what you can do, children? You can take a dictionary and you can write your own meaning also. See, not only what I have given, you have to write. You can write on your own. But see, fair means two meanings are there. So, we can, fair means sometimes we will say what? You are nice, fair, you are looking fair, isn't it, children? Likewise, we'll be telling. So, and another one is fair means to be just. To be just. So, two meanings are there. So, first one I'll write, children. Fair means what, children? To be just. To be just. And the second one is, what will come? A lightened shade of hair. A lightened shade of hair. Not lightened, children, lighter shade. A lighter shade of hair. Okay, see, so two meanings are there. One word, but we can find two meanings. First one is to be just, and the second one is a lighter shade of hair. Likewise, for lie also, see, to not tell the truth. Lie means what will say, lie means what, children? Poi solradhu will say. Another lie is what means to lay down on the floor. Thoonguradhu will say. Yeah, I am going to lie on the bed. Padukka poren. Like that will say. Isn't it, children? So, lie means to not tell the truth. To not tell the truth. Okay, and the second one is what, children? To rest. To rest on a flat surface. Rest on a flat surface. You can write on your own also, children. So, you can find from the dictionary. Okay, children? Okay. Third one is tear. See, tear means what, children? What will say? Kilikkirathu will say. That is one meaning. And another one is, when we cry, what will come, children? Tears. Kannir varudhu will say. So, see, the word is one, but we have two meanings. So, the first one is what? To pull something apart into pieces. Apart into pieces. Okay, children, that one only the paper which we tear into pieces. And the second meaning is drop of water. Drop of water falling from the eye. Drop of water falling from the eye. Okay. This is bow. See what the children here, a type bow will say a type of knot. In the shoes and all you will be putting a knot, isn't it, children? That is sometimes in the tie, boys what you will do, instead of a tie you will be wearing a bow. Have you seen that one, children? That is a type of knot. And another one is bow means what, children? A weapon for shooting arrows. Another bow and arrow we will be using, isn't it? That is one type of bow, we call it them. So two meanings are there. First one is a type of knot. A type of knot. And the second one is a weapon for shooting arrows. A weapon for you shooting arrows. Okay. And the last one, match. See, match means here also two meanings is there. One is match means what? A type of contest. Cricket. What are the contests they'll be keeping? Kabaddi. That one. That all. That is a contest. And the second one is a thing or person that is equal to another in strength or quality. So, what we will say match, see example match the following we are telling. Why we are telling? So, one type they will be giving, we have to match it, isn't it children? So, a thing or a person that is equal to another in strength or quality. If we take a balance, see equal it will be, isn't it? That is match. So, the first one is a type of contest. A type of contest. And the second meaning is a thing or person that is equal to another in strength or quality. Strength or quality. Okay children? Okay. Now see, you can write on your own also. You can write on your own also. Okay children? And coming to the D1, underline the possessive pronouns in these sentences. Children, in the lesson itself we wrote possessive pronouns means what children? That is what? Yours, ours, theirs, mine. That all comes under possessive pronouns. Okay children, so what you have to do, you have to underline which is possessive pronouns. That is Amaya's room and this room will be yours. See, this is possessive pronouns. And the second one, the car parked outside the house is mine. The car parked outside the house is mine. So, mine is the possessive pronouns. And coming to the third one, the pink lunch box is mine and the green one is Jacob's. Once again, I'll read children, the pink lunch box is mine and the green one is Jacob's. So, which is possessive pronouns children? Mine. Okay. And coming to the fourth one, the Gangaram family has lived here for 100 years. This mansion is theirs. So, theirs is the possessive pronoun. Number 5, you can borrow any book you like from this shelf. All these books are ours. So, which is the possessive pronoun children? Ours. And the sixth one, this essay of yours is excellent. This essay of yours is excellent means what will come children? Yours. Okay. And now coming to the E1. Tick the sentence in each pair that contains a possessive pronoun. Circle the possessive pronoun. See here, two types of sentences they have given. See in one A and B. 2A and B. So we have to find out the possessive pronouns and you have to tick the correct possessive pronoun. The sentence you have to you have to tick the sentence in each pair that contains a possessive pronoun. In one sentence, if the possessive pronoun is there means you have to tick that sentence. Okay. Now, the first one I'll read out. That is our house. Here they are given that house is ours. So which is the correct possessive pronoun sentence children? Yes, this is, because here only what possessive pronoun is there. So what you have to do, you have to circle this one and you have to put a circle here. And the second one, is that your signature? Is that signature yours? So which will come children? Here, this is only possessive pronoun. So we have to tick this sentence. And the third one, that book is hers. Here, that is her book. Which is possessive pronoun children? Yes, here only. So we have to tick this sentence. Number fourth one, that hat is his. That is his hat. So which is will come? This his will not come because the word which comes in the last, that hat is his. This is the correct sentence. Okay children. Okay, coming to the last one, that is their bus. That bus is theirs. So which is the correct word children? See, this is the correct possessive pronoun and you have to Tick. Okay. And coming to the last one, see here children, I have written a paragraph. See here, write a paragraph describing the town or city that you live in. So you all live in Chennai, isn't it children? You all live in Chennai, and see these are the outline they have given. These are the outlines they have given. Name of the city, whether it is small, large, busy, quiet, does it have tall buildings or leafy parks, name of an important landmark or building in your city, any interesting fact about the city, what you wish you could change about the city, what you like most about it. See, you can use these hints and you can write a paragraph. But I have written this one. If you what you can do, you can write on your own also. Okay, children, see, I have written the name of the city I live in is Chennai. It is the capital of Tamil Nadu. The city is very large and noisy. It has both tall buildings as well as leafy parks in some areas. Marina Beach is the name of an important landmark in our city. Chennai is very hot in summer. One thing that I would really like to change about the city is to lessen the pollution level and create a greener city. Okay children, see, don't think Miss is going on writing workbook, Miss won't ask for exam. In quarterly exam, I will ask some headings from the workbook also. So what you have to do children, you have to complete everything, what all I am sending in WhatsApp, you have to complete it. Okay children, the next Zoom class, I am going to make you learn the workbook also. Not this Zoom class, while I am keeping revision and all, what I will do, I will make you to learn the workbook also children. Okay, you copied on everything neatly children. Will you do that one? Yes. Okay children, we'll meet in the next class. Take care. Bye.